Golden Tigers fans, get ready. It's time for buckets, blocks, spills, thrills, steals, and slams. Thunder! Tuskegee basketball is next on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Now, let's go courtside with the call. Here's Charles Ward. Tuskegee
as usual,
fans,
I am not alone.
This is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
And as usual, I'm not alone at courtside, joined by Dwayne Walker. And Dwayne, as we get set for basketball action on the Tuskegee campus this afternoon, it's the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee getting set to host the Thoroughbreds and Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Talk about women's action first. The Golden Tigers under head coach Deontay Wester, they are third in the West. They meet the number one team out of the West, the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State, who are just on fire at this point.
Yes, Charles, they are a perfect 7-0 in conference at the top of the SIAC right now. They have a boatload of talent. But on the other side, you have to remember that the Tuskegee Golden Tigers are the defending SIAC champions. So they're going to be the target of everyone, Charles, this year in the SIAC.
Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State coming in sixth in Division II basketball in the South Pole region poll for this week. As you indicated, they are loaded, but the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, they come into Chappie James this afternoon, 3-game win streak, looking to extend it to 4 against the number one team in the West. There'll be a lot of interesting matchups on the floor this afternoon.
Yes, there definitely will be, but I want you to take a look at Grayson Kerr for the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. She's a baller, averaging 17.7 points per contest, which leads the SIAC. She's been SIAC Player of the Week multiple times, so she's one to watch this afternoon.
For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, always that trio, McElroy, Boland, and Samaya Abdur-Rahim. Samaya really just turned in a fabulous performance in the win against Benedict.
Well, listen, Samaya had been sick with sinus issues before. I talked to her before the game today, and she says she's 100% ready to go. She scored 18 points, if memory serves me correct, in this last outing, so she's really been playing quite well.
We don't want to short her. She actually had an even 20 in that ball game.
Give her
close
take
enough.
Two.
Yeah,
hey, listen, hey, horseshoes and grenades. That's how you have to be close.
Well, she was close on everything she shot in that last ball game against Benedict.
Yes.
And so were the Golden Tigers. Really a fine performance in that ball game. They'll have to mirror that this afternoon against the team that's number one in the West.
Yes, sir. How about starters, Charles? Let's get to them.
Why don't we? For the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State, it'll be Talil Dilworth, Jordan Isom, Grayson Kerr. We talked about her, Sydney Thomas, and Gianna Weatherspoon. The 5 for Coach Amani Williams and the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Toss is conducted. They have it at a half-court set. Run down the starting lineup for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. It'll be Ariel McElroy, the senior. Sanae Bobbitt starting in this ball game as well. Michaela Malik out on the floor. Brittany Boland and Jasmine Manuel, the 5 for Coach Wester and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee as we are underway with basketball action from Chappie James.
Golden Tigers coming out, Charles, playing matchup zone. And after that first shot by Kentucky State, the Golden Tigers clear on the break.
And back the other way, Malik had her shot partially blocked right side as she's penetrating toward the basket. So it'll stay with the Golden Tigers in a half-court set. Just underway, first quarter action here. Glad you could join us on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Ariel McElroy fires one from outside, missed on the shot. Basketball's loose on the floor right now. Players tie it up near the free throw line on the Tuskegee end of the floor. They'll go to the arrow.
Charles, I know we were going through starters before, but I see Jasmine Manuel has returned back to the starting lineup for the Golden Tigers. She began the year starting the first 6 ball games before sustaining an ankle injury, but now she's back into the starting lineup.
Manuel, the junior from St. Louis. Half-court set now inside the paint. Bobbitt left side to the glass and got the lay-in for her first points of the ball game.
Precise footwork by Bobbitt, who gets the start this afternoon. Inside the lane. This is the 3rd start of the year for that young lady.
Bobbitt, 7.6 points per ball game. Good defensive work there by Tuskegee in a full-court set. Force a 10-second violation by the Thoroughbreds. Tuskegee trying to up the tempo early here, Walker, against the Thoroughbred offense. Boland in the backcourt for Tuskegee. Now up into the 4 over to Mack right side. Mack handles out front. Now down at the block to go. Manuel works down there and had the shot rejected on the inside. Good defensive work there by the Thoroughbreds. Back the other way. The block will be credited to Mondrea Williams, the freshman.
Early substitution, Charles, for Kentucky State. Helani Cantone will check into the ball game.
Senior from Apopka, Florida, out on the floor. Cantone, 9.9 points per ball game for the Thoroughbreds.
And Charles, she's their leading three-point shooter as well.
Out front, pushing the jumper there. Shot by Williams is off the mark. Got her own rebound, right side underneath the defense. Got a whistle and a lay-in for the Thoroughbreds.
Wow, nifty move by Mondrea Williams, who drove to the right side of the basket. Instead of shooting it with her right hand, she slipped it in with her left hand and drew a foul all on the same play.
So she will be at the line shooting.
Foul went to Bobbitt, Charles. First personal on her. First team foul. So Mondrea Williams will step to the free throw line and give it a go. She's shooting only 43% from the line, 9 of 21 thus far on the season.
Missed on that free throw and a rebound to Bobbitt and Tuskegee. Tied at 2. Just turned away.
So we see this trap coming up by Kentucky State. Boland giving up her dribble and finally giving the basketball to her teammate. Now Bobbitt with it driving to the right-hand side.
Behind the arc now to Boland. Brittany, entry pass inside to Malik. To the glass, spinners off the mark, but the rebound, Manuel, left side, not able to finish on that play. Basketball comes away to the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. They want to push it, sliding all the way through the glass with the lay-in right side. Nicely done on the inside. Basket by Cantone.
Wow, gorgeous move by Cantone. She just glided all the way to the basket. She started on the left, in the center of the court, moved to the right. Nice layup there.
Malik, left side, all the way at the block. Floater at the glass. It's good by Michaela.
Nice to see Michaela Malik get on the scoreboard early this go-round, averaging just 4.4 points per game.
And they come right back the other way to get Kerr with a basket. Her first field goal of the contest for the Thoroughbreds. Quick pace back with the reverse lay-in. Left side, that's McElroy. So both back with her first points, D.
Charles, both teams looking like Thoroughbreds running up and down the floor. Charles, in transition. I like the pace by both of these clubs this afternoon.
Kerr with it. Right side slides all the way through. Nice wrap pass underneath and a whistle. Tried to get it over to Williams. And Williams will be at the line.
Foul went to Manuel, Charles. First personal on her. Second team foul in the quarter. So we have some more free throws coming up.
And back at the line again is Mondrea Williams, the junior from Milwaukee.
Today's officials, Charles, might as well get them in. Alganese Carr is the referee. Chris Markey is another official. And the final official, Corey Palk.
Williams, meanwhile, at the line, hit the first of 2. She's got 3 points in this first period of play. Spinner on the seconds off the mark. Rebound to Bobbitt. Zane doubled in the backcourt. Now gives it over to Boland. Brittany across the timeline, right side. Down in the corner to McElroy. Mack pushes out front to Bobbitt. 6:40 left first period. Tuskegee trailing by a point. 7-6 to the Thoroughbreds. Trinity Layton out on the floor trying to set a screen there. Now to Malik. Michaela guilty of the travel violation.
Charles, unfortunately, she shifted her pivot foot. Michaela started to shoot that basketball, then decided she wanted to drive, but unfortunately, she lifted her pivot foot, thus causing a travel.
Williams takes the seat now for the Thoroughbreds. And Wolgren, Asoa Wolgren, the grad student from Ackworth, Georgia, out on the floor. Steal at the mid-stripe by Brittany. Brittany, right side, nice fake with the basket. Ball missed on the shot, though. Got a rebound, right side. Going to reset here for the Golden Tigers.
Brittany Boland really quick with those hands, Charles.
Trying to get it inside to Malik, threw it away. Tried the bounce pass and not strong enough on the pass. Thoroughbreds come back the other way. Cantone pushes down in the corner. This is Kerr, rattles a 3 for the Thoroughbreds.
Charles, she can light it up. Mason Kerr She's a senior. Charles leads this team in three-point field goals made. That's her 33rd made field goal of the year from three.
Turnover, meanwhile, at midcourt. Basketball back over to the Thoroughbreds. Tuskegee at 16 turnovers per ball game average. Thoroughbreds work it back down inside and down low. They got it down to Erica Jones, the grad student from South Haven, Mississippi, and she gets her first two of the ball game.
Erica Jones, grad student, 4.0 average. Smart young lady.
Trinity Layton, the freshman, whistles as she works it in the far side of the floor in the right corner, the whistle. So Jones guilty of that personal. And Samaya Abdur-Rahim, her first spot of duty here in this afternoon's contest. Coming off that 20-point performance, 9 rebounds, just missed a double-double in that ball game against Benedict. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 31 minutes of play for Samaya.
Charles had a chance to talk to Samaya before the game. I told her what are some of her objectives tonight, and she said she's got just one, to win.
That's enough said. That's
right on.
McElroy backs out behind the arc right side. We're down to 5:10 left in this first period. Bobbitt squares, got a 3-point look, can't put it down. Rebound comes clear to the Thoroughbreds. Kerr wants to push across the timeline. Swings it across the floor. Cantone surveys. Now she's on the move right side. Got some space. Jumper missed on the backside. McElroy clears up the Layton. 2-on-1 basketball. Nice pass across the floor. Malik got the lay in.
Yes, sir. How about the Golden Tigers running the floor as Malik captures her second 2-point basket of the quarter?
Trinity Layton gets her 11th assist of the season. Nice pass in transition. Entry pass at the block. Kerr, she'll run it down at the block now. Nice give on the inside. Turning toward the rack as Jones missed on the shot, but fights for a second effort on a rebound, but taken away by Samaya. Here comes Abdur-Rahim right side. Entry pass in traffic, and she threw it away, trying to get it inside the Bobbitt. That's turnover number 3 for Tuskegee here in this first period of play with 4:10 remaining. Tuskegee trailing 12-8 to the number 1 team in the West, the Thoroughbreds. Nice give and go on the inside by the Thoroughbreds. Easy basket there by Dilworth.
Dilworth cut behind a backdoor cut to the basket to get on the board for the first time. So the Golden Tigers defense caught slipping there, Charles.
Timeout on the floor. 3:58 left in this first period. Tuskegee trailing the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State 14-8. More basketball just ahead on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
Hi, Tuskegee fans. I'm Gerald Long, General Manager of the Utilities Board of Tuskegee. Thank you for listening to the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Go Tigers!
Hi, Tuskegee fans. I'm Anthony Holloman, Commissioner of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. And thank you for listening to the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
3:58 remaining in this first period of play. Tuskegee trailing at 14-8 to the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Glad you could join us for our coverage. Walker, take a look at some of the early stats in this first period here.
Eyes go to the free throws. Tuskegee 1 for 3, 33%. Look at the turnovers. Threes must be wild. 3 turnovers as well. 3 assists handed out. 50% from the field, both the 2-point and 3-point categories.
Thoroughbreds, meanwhile, 4 assists, 4 turnovers for them, shooting 40% from the floor. As play gets set to resume, Layton in the backcourt, full court pressure by the Thoroughbreds, and the freshman handles left side. Trinity across the timeline now, pushes all the way through to the rack. Trinity there, got the spinner to fall.
Excellent decision by Trinity Layton to drive the basketball and against the press, Charles, and most importantly, she kept the ball in the middle of the floor and maintained her dribble, found the lane and took it all the way to the basket for a hoop.
Nice call on that walk. You're right, that's exactly where you want to stay, center of the floor. At the sideline, Thoroughbreds are trapped there. They push it back out to Jones. Now Kerr, left side, inside the paint, back outside. Now 7 to shoot. Got some space. Popped back on the jumper, missed on the shot. Layton clears another rebound for Tuskegee. Up to McElroy, right side, 3-on-3 basketball now. Mac, foul line extended with the jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound chased down, though, by Bobbitt.
Looked like she got bumped, Charles.
Indeed.
And those of you at home, what had happened was Kylie Brown, who just checked from the ball game, really raced and chased down that shot by McElroy that was off kilter. And in running down the basketball, Kylie Brown was bumped by a Thoroughbred player, but she was charged with the travel.
Meanwhile, Brittany Boland back out on the floor for Coach Wesker. And Nadja Fenelon, the grad student, out on the floor now for Coach Williams for Kentucky State. They have it in a half-court set. Fenelon in the corner left side across the floor now. Pushes it. Cantone got to look at a 3, but missed it badly. Rebound cleared by Alana Roberts, the junior. She just got out on the floor as well. Boland, right side, Layton. Trinity surveys entry pass, and they throw it away. Right into the hands of the Thoroughbreds. Cantone circles across the floor to Kerr now. 2:27 remains first period. Kerr pops it down low at the block to Jones. Underneath the cylinder, try to reverse it right side. Got it blocked by the cylinder. Here comes Samaya now. She'll work it right side. Samaya lost it momentarily. Jumper, right corner. Rimmer is off the mark by Callie Brown, who just took her first shot of the ball game. As Michaela Malik and Ariel McElroy get set to come in next dead ball as we approach the 2-minute mark left here first period. Fenelon, left side, Cantone. Kerr behind the arc for 3. Back of the cylinder on the shot. Rebound, chased down by Abdur-Rahim. Samaya behind the back left side, looks for some space, got the jumper airborne, missed it badly, but Layton there for the rebound. A whistle on her putback. Shot fell off, but she'll be going to the line.
Got to tell you something, Charles. Trinity Layton shows a lot of tenacity. Sure, she might make a mistake every once in a while, like the errant pass earlier. Well, it wasn't an errant pass. It was right to the other team. But even though she's a freshman, Charles, I like the way she bounces back. It's not always if you make a mistake, but how do you bounce back from it? And she did an excellent job right there in forcing that foul.
So she will be at the line shooting. 63% shooter. Trinity is from the free throw stripe. 5 of 8 coming into today's play. Tuskegee 13th in free throw per shooting. As a team shooting 63% from the charity stripe. As Trinity misses that first free throw. And the freshman good on the second.
We'll take that, Charles. Can't do anything about the first miss, but she came right back and sank it. She's got 3 points as she checks out of the ballgame. Now we see some pressure now by the Golden Tigers, Charles, half court.
Kerr in the backcourt. Having trouble getting it across the timeline.
That's 10. That's 10.
Boy. It's a turnover right there at the mid-stripe. Got the call just before they threw it across the mid-stripe.
Charles, I was a little overexcited. I wanted to see if they could. I wanted to help them make the call, Charles, from our broadcast location.
I think she was fumbling for a whistle for a second there, but she got the call. Tuskegee with the basketball. Malik thought about a three. Back out to Boland instead. Brittany still looking for her first field goal of the basketball game. Tried to dump it down low in traffic. Got it down there to Brown. Spinners off the mark. And basketball back over to the Thoroughbreds. Kerr with a quick step left side. Cantone, hard push back up top. Now across the floor, they go with the pass to Jalen Shelby. Tie up on the inside. Basketball comes clear and free for an easy lay-in as Isosa Walgren.
Wow, Isosa just found that basketball just laying there in the lane. It was a free gift for her, and she capitalized on that free gift, scoring her first bucket of the game.
Basketball on a missed shot by the Tigers goes back over to Kentucky State with less than a minute remaining. First period, they lead by 6. On the weave, Kerr handles now. Working off of a screen by Thomas. Now back up top. Shelby, jumper out front. Nicely done there by Jalen Shelby.
No hesitation by Jalen Shelby. If she shot that one right away, Charles, believe it or not, that is just her second made three-point basket of the year.
Boland behind the the three-point line, left side, got some space with a jumper, rattled it, and would not stay down for Brittany. 4 seconds left, first half, tie up in the backcourt. Basketball tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Kentucky State with 1.3 seconds remaining.
And Charles, with that one tick of the clock remaining, and the Thoroughbreds with 19 points, Charles, they're right on schedule. They average 76 points per game, 19 points a quarter, and that's where they're at precisely right now.
They got it off at the buzzer, but the shot was off by Dilworth. Thoroughbreds with a 19-11 lead over the Golden Tigers. We're live from the Chappie James Center on the campus of Tuskegee University. More basketball just ahead on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Hi, this is Shiante Wester, head women's basketball coach, and this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
Broadcast coverage of Tuskegee University basketball on the Golden Tiger Sports Network is brought to you by TNT Fireworks, America's best-selling brand and the largest distributor of consumer fireworks. TNT Fireworks.
Glad to have them as a part of our sponsor entourage. Thanks to all of them for their coverage and support of Tuskegee athletics. We're trying to highlight them throughout the season. 10 minutes left before getting set for the second period action here from Chappie James. First 10 minutes, Walker. Numbers for the Tiger Thoroughbreds there, 50% from the free throw line, 1 of 2. Tuskegee, 1 of 3 from there. From the floor, Tuskegee, 8 of 18 at 44%. 5 of 17 shooting for the Thoroughbreds at 29. From behind the arc, Tuskegee's converted on 2 3-point baskets, none for the Thoroughbreds, although I thought that one by Shelby right there near the end of that first period was credited as a three-pointer.
You know, I counted it as a three-pointer in my book, but it was the 10th point of the quarter. Let me just add something up here. 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 12, 14, 19. No, Charles, it should have been a three-pointer because I have 19 points. Cantone with 2, Dilworth with 2, Kerr with 5, Williams with 3, Walgren with 2, Shelby with 3, and I've got Jones with 2 for a total of 19 points.
So do I. So something has to give.
In the words of Keith Sweat, Charles, I think he said something just ain't right.
Well, we got her for 3. We'll see. That's consistent with the scoreboard. As the Thoroughbreds lead it, starting second period action from Chappie James. Kerr out front. First by her, nicely done. Jumper is canned by Kerr.
Hey, Charles, I can see why she's been multiple SIAC Players of the Week, man. She's smooth that basketball. High basketball IQ.
Indeed, Kerr, senior from Minnesota, Connecticut. Been part of that program since her freshman year. Down at the block, Boland got a basket. And Brittany with her first points of the ball game. And Double B will be going to the line for the Golden Tigers.
BB was queen on that one, Charles. She chased down that offensive rebound to get on the board for the first time this afternoon. Brittany Boland leading scorer for this Golden Tigers squad, averaging 13.1 points per clip.
144 points total coming into this afternoon's ball game. 11th in the SIAC in scoring. Missed on the free throw, though. Basketball at the sideline. Taken away. Good defensive work there by Roberts. Over to Boland. Boland front of the iron on the shot. It's loose again on the floor. And coming away with it again is Roberts. Over to McElroy. Whistles. I think there may have been something with the shot clock here, Dwayne. I think they reset that.
Yeah, they're trying to say that Tuskegee, since Kentucky State had the ball and the Golden Tigers took it back, it should have been not a reset, but a fresh 30.
Abdul Rahim with the basketball, works left side to the glass. Amaya missed on that shot. The rebound, though, Jasmine Manuel. Jasmine misses on the putback on the inside. Took a shot to the face as the basketball is headed back the other way. Nice stutter step by Shelby, but she can't finish. And Manuel hustling down the floor, got the rebound for Tuskegee.
We got to get it over, Charles. They've got 3 seconds to do it. 2, 1, they finally get it over.
Boland, half-court set left side over the AMAC. McElroy at the block. Nice floater. Foul on extended. Manuel can't convert from there. Shelby rips away the rebound there for Kentucky State. They run it up the floor. Nice Euro step there on the right side. Shot fell off. But going to the line, it's going to be Sydney Thomas to shoot for the Thoroughbreds.
Sydney Thomas. Looking like, you said, a Euro step. That looked like a tic-tac. I'm not going to say tic-tac-toe because she didn't take 3 steps. She took 2 of them, but those 2 went aggressively to the basket. 2 steps for 22, and she's at the line for 2.
Thomas appearing in her 11th game for the Thoroughbreds at the line.
Charles, foul went to Brittany Boland, first on her, and first team foul in this second stanza.
Thomas got the first free throw. Spins the second one good as well. Her first points of the ball game, both of those from the line. 23-13, largest lead of the ball game for the Thoroughbreds now, up by 10. Half-court set for the Golden Tigers. McElroy doubled out at beyond the arc, and it's tapped out of bounds. Good work out front by Dilworth and Jones for the Thoroughbreds to tap that away. Tuskegee will have a fresh set far side of the floor. 18 actually shoot on the shot clock with 8:23 left first half.
As we wait for Brittany Boland to tie her shoes, Charles, this Thoroughbreds team got plenty of stories on this squad.
Abdur Rahim had it stripped from her as she was penetrating toward the basket right side. Series overall between these teams, Tuskegee leads at 27-12. Today is the 40th meeting between these conference rivals. Abdur Rahim, right side. Samaya looking for space across the floor to McElroy. On the push, left side, Ariel leans back with a jumper. Missed it as it hit the front of the iron. Long rebound comes clear to Kerr. Nice pass inside. Easily done there with the lay-in is Dilworth. But it's Kerr with that IQ, as you talked about, Walk, that made that play happen on the inside.
And, Charles, that was a no-look pass, Charles, to a streaking Dilworth who converted the basket.
Boland up top now. We're at 7:46 left first half. She's doubled at the sideline. Good work there by the Thoroughbreds. Just so collapsing on that. Anytime the players for Tuskegee's picking up that dribble, they come right on top of them. Shelby on the move. Lead behind in the corner to Jones. Now out front, Kerr raises and fires a three-pointer, missed on the shot. Chasing it down is Bobbitt, and she's trapped immediately in the corner. Tried to bounce it off the leg of one of the thoroughbreds. And it'll stay with Tuskegee.
Well, she got a break on that one, Charles.
No doubt.
The Kentucky Thoroughbreds, they were trying to move their feet because they knew what Bobbitt was trying to do. And fortunately for the Golden Tigers, they're going to get a fresh 30 to advance the basketball up the court.
Needless to say, Walk, this pressure by the Thoroughbreds is rattling the Golden Tigers at this point. McElroy behind the arc. They jump her out there, and she lost her dribble, and they took it away from her. Dilworth took it, bounce pass across the floor, and they finished nicely with a lay-in.
Charles, they have found an apparent weakness in their eyes in McElroy, and she's going to come out of the game right after this next break as they give up another easy basket. That one by Wagner, her fourth point of the game.
Take away at the mid-stripe, enabled that. Now across the floor behind the arc, McElroy fires a three, left it on the front of the cylinder. Good screen out there by the Thoroughbreds. Basketball out of bounds. It'll stay with Tuskegee. Right now, Thoroughbreds just quicker to the punch.
No question. They wanted, Charles. You talked about the history between these two teams as far as how the Golden Tigers have fared, but let's not forget the Thoroughbreds are looking for a little get back from the SIAC tournament. I know that you covered, and they didn't appreciate that loss from the tournament.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Got them in the tournament on the way to win that title. Won that ball game 68-57. Entry pass to Brown, who's out on the floor. Trinity Layton, she's jumped out front. Pass over to Brown, right in the corner. They try to get it there. They finally get it to Bobbitt. Now Bolin out front for three. Bolin, double B, knocks that down for the Golden Tigers.
Charles, Bolin's been waiting all game long to get an open look just like that one. And on offense, the Golden Tigers were patient enough and moved the basketball around until they found an open Brittany Bolin.
Jumping back the other way is Fenelon. She answers with a two, though. Nice job by Fenelon to get the space on the step back.
Charles, Fenelon had an opportunity to talk to her today, Charles. She wanted me to let you know if you need any marketing services, Charles, or on some social media stuff done, she wants you to hire her.
Down at the block, left side, shots off the mark by Bobbitt. Basketball to the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. 29-16, they lead it. Jones at the block for them, left side, working inside on Bobbitt to the glass. Banked it, but she missed. Samaya comes away with the basketball, quickly up the floor. Foul on extended, pass Bolin. Brittany again from outside, back of the iron on that one. Fenelon clears for the Thoroughbreds. As we go to 5:25 left, first half of play. Kerr circles, fires a three, drained it for the Thoroughbreds.
Grayson Kerr, Charles, second three-point basket of the game. And again, Charles, she knows how to stroke that basketball. 34th made three for her this season.
She's got 10 in this first half of play. Abdur Rahim, right side Bolin, squares for three. Air ball there by B squared. Rebound to Kerr. They've got numbers 3-on-3 basketball back the other way. Kerr all the way through to the cylinder and drew a foul from Samaya.
And she's going to step to the free throw line, Charles, where she's shooting second on the team from the free throw line. 30 of 37 so far this year. 8-11, in case you're wondering.
Every category she represents for the Thoroughbreds. 4:50 remains first half. Thoroughbreds with a 32-16 lead, doubling the Golden Tigers at this point. More basketball just ahead on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
I'm Reginald Ruffin, your Director of Athletics, and you are watching the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
Booster Digital Displays is a proud sponsor of Tuskegee University basketball on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. As the exclusive provider of the digital scores table inside the Chappie James Center and the new state-of-the-art Jumbotron and scoreboard at Cleve Abbott Stadium, Booster Digital Displays is committed to boosting Tuskegee athletics to the next level. For more information on the affordable and innovative Booster Digital Displays product line, visit www.boosterdisplays.com. And Dwayne, this is where you say...
Booster with no E.
Oh,
Booster with no E.
Yeah, you get your check this week. Good. Right now, the Thoroughbreds handing a bill to the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. They lead it with 4:50 remaining in this first half. Kerr at the line. She was fouled as she tried to lay in right side.
They're checking to see if it was an and one or a two-shot foul. She got fouled on the play in the act of shooting, so just a two-shot foul. And, Charles, we talked about some get-back. In last year's game, Ms. Kerr, she hit 4 of 11 three-pointers and finished with 18 points to lead all scorers in that contest. A 57-68 loss to Tuskegee in the SIC tournament last year.
Get another takeaway here, Walker, in a half-court set by the Golden Tigers. So Thoroughbreds with it. Behind the arc, pushing the three, far side of the floor. That one's off the mark. It was taken by Carruthers, but the rebound to Jones. Bounce pass at the block, and whistles on the inside. Bobbitt went straight up on that. They called a foul on Samaya Abdur-Rahim instead.
Well, Charles, on that exchange, Bobbitt came away with the rebound, but unfortunately, Charles, she brought the basketball down to her lower tier, and one of those pesky guards from Kentucky State got in there and stripped away the basketball.
So they'll be shooting free throws. At the line, I believe that's Walgren at the line shooting.
Iosa Walgren. She's got 4 points, Charles. Charles, she's the only player on this squad with an NIL deal, Charles. So name, image, and likeness, she's taking advantage of that.
Well, it's probably for her long braids. Can't make out a number on the uniform because the braids go all the way down her back. Got 1 of 2 from the line. Missed both from the line. The basketball to Tuskegee on their end of the floor. They throw it away, though. Malik gave chase, but it goes over to the Thoroughbreds. Kerr. Hard move. Another no-look pass on the inside. This time Walker can't handle it, but got her own rebound and a put back inside for the Thoroughbreds.
Charles, Walgren is pesky. She's doing an excellent job inside carving out space. She only averages 7.6 points a game, but she's near her average already.
Left side, Malik to the rack, and she drew a foul. Down in the left corner trying to get that jumper airborne. Missed on the shot, but Michaela will go to the line to shoot. Walgren called for that foul. That's her first. And Alana Roberts and Jazz with Manuel back out on the floor now for Coach Wester. Right now with 3:39 remaining in the first half, Dwayne, you get the sense that Coach Wester is really trying to get a feel for what's actually going on the floor as to why this rhythm is so much in favor of the Thoroughbreds right now and trying to find personnel to help offset some of that.
Well, Charles, right now the Golden Tigers are struggling, especially from the free throw line. Charles, 4 misses already in the first half, and they're down 20. Charles, I can't recall the last time this Golden Tigers team was down by double digits, let alone 20 points.
As Malik missed on both free throws, basketball's loose on the floor, and a timeout taken by Coach Williams and the Thoroughbreds to keep it. Yeah, right now, all the momentum favoring the Thoroughbreds. Kentucky State, they're number 1 in the West coming in today's action, 6th in the Division II poll for this week. And at that 11-2 mark and undefeated in conference play, really showing the wear here so far in Chappie James. Tuskegee, by the way, is on a current 5-game win streak against the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Certainly don't want that one to stop here in this afternoon's ball game. Longest win streak against the Thoroughbreds for Tuskegee has been 8 games from 2003 to 2007. They racked up 8 wins straight there. And their last loss to KSU came in 2020. Played that game at Kentucky State. And Kentucky State won that one 68-56. So a good record for Tuskegee against this Thoroughbreds team. But we're talking about a team right now ranked number 1 and showing it. And that's a very veteran team that Coach Williams has at Kentucky State as well.
Yes, no question about it. There's more than a few girls who are returning from last year's program that in the game now. One with the basketball right there in Naja.
Erica Jones, the grad student, she's been around as well. And Kerr certainly has shown her wear. 3-point shot there. That one's just off the mark by her. Rebound has to be chased down by Manuel in the backcourt. She's immediately tied up. Jump ball call.
Charles, you know why she was tied up? Because she brought the basketball down, and Coach Shiante Wester is motioning over to her, hold the ball over your head. She's a big. She needs to not bring that basketball down to her lower extremities.
We talked about that just a few minutes ago, and we see the same thing with Jasmine. Anytime it happens, they do exactly what you said, Walk. They just attack it, the Thoroughbreds do.
And, Charles, 99 times out of 100, the referee is not going to call a foul because it's like as soon as you bring the ball down, that's when the guards attack. And I've seen very few times where they'll actually call a foul on that.
That one on the entry pass, they attacked, and McElroy gave it away on a turnover. Basketball's going to be side out. I think it's going to be something with the shot clock here with 3:01 remaining in this first half of play. They'll put it at 27, Walk. Sorry.
Yeah, there you had a situation where our head referee, Alganese Carr, noticed a discrepancy on the play clock, and she adjusted it.
Entry pass to Jones. Gives it right over the Kerr. Kerr on a weave now. On the move is Dilworth. To the glass. Missed on the shot. McElroy got it at the block. She's doubled immediately. Over to Bolin. And Brittany trying to come across the timeline. Left side, McElroy. Amac fires from outside. Spinner does not fall for it, but the rebound, Roberts. Malik for 3. Michaela can't find the range. Rebound cleared at the block. And back the other way, Thoroughbreds have the basketball.
Charles, aside from a 3-point basket by Brittany Bolin and a 2-pointer by Michaela Malik, the Golden Tigers have not scored in this period, other than those 5 points.
Trailing it right now, 36-16, 2:23 remaining. Bolin picks up a foul on a half-court set for the Thoroughbreds.
Second on her, Charles, so they'll probably check her out of the game to protect her with 2:23 to play in this second quarter.
And it'll be Nija Fenelon, the grad student from Brooklyn, New York, to the line to shoot.
That's well, okay, I get it now. Trying to figure out why she was so forthgoing and straightforward. She's got a 4.0. She said, "Yeah, you guys should hire me as your social marketing person."
Okay.
Social media person. I'm like, wow, she's coming out a little strong.
Well, I wish I had a need for some of those services. I just got to get out of the Stone Ages. Fenelon, 1 of 2 from the line. Got the second. She's got 3 in this ball game. Bolin up the floor, McElroy right side. Ariel had it tipped away, dribbled it right off of the foot of Thomas. And back the other way, whistles as Fenelon goes to the center of the left side.
Now, Charles, I've got to say this. That foul went to Brittany Bolin, Charles, her 3rd personal foul. Now, this is a constructive criticism. I don't know if there was a break in the action, but there should have been a break in the action. So Brittany Boland should have actually came out of the game before she collected that third personal foul. You got two on you. She's your most, not to slight anyone else, but obviously she's one of your leaders who you need on the floor, so you've got to protect her. She commits her third foul. Now she'll have to sit out now, as well as the beginning of the second half of play.
Fenelon at the line shooting. She missed on the first. No, that's perfect. You have to make a strong analysis on that. Try to get her out as soon as you can. You got to save her, particularly given the way this scoring is going right now, as Fenelon goes 1 of 2 again from the line for the Thoroughbreds. She's got 4. So Maya trying to run this one down is tapped by the Thoroughbreds out of bounds.
Layton trying to advance that basketball up the far sideline. And, Charles, in the last game against Benedict, we saw Layton really run the floor as the Golden Tigers scored a number of transition baskets by forwarding the basketball up the floor quickly.
We come to 2 minutes left here in this first half of basketball. Malik behind the arc left side. And there's Layton cutting to the block left side. Trinity spins with a jumper. That one's off the mark. Manuel got a rebound backside to reset it for Tuskegee. Over to Michaela. Malik for 3. Got it to fall.
Pretty ball there by Malik. Third basket for her of the first half. She's got 7 overall.
1:35 left first half. 38-19. Tuskegee trailing it. Thoroughbreds with the basketball. Dilworth cross dribble by her inside the paint. Standing tall was Manuel. Jasmine got a block there. Basketball over to Samaya. Samaya in the backcourt, lost it momentarily. Puts her head down, works it right side. Up top, Trinity now. Entry pass, Jasmine. Jasmine on Shelby, works her way all the way in, and Shelby just grabs her by the arm. Almost took her down to the surface on a tackle move.
Got to tell you something, Jasmine Manuel. I don't know why I say Jasmine Sullivan, the singer, although she did a nice little dance move down there to get to the basket on the spin, and she was just simply grabbed as Jalen Shelby could do nothing with her. But keep in mind, they're putting the Golden Tigers' best free throw shooter on the line. Oh, did I say that? Sorry about that. And she misses the first one.
So she will have another with 1:10 left first half of play. And today, Dwayne, this is the first time that Tuskegee actually started charging for admission to ball games today, and starting to see a good crowd gathering here inside Chappie James.
Definitely a decent crowd as Sullivan, keep wanting to say Sullivan, Jasmine Manuel makes the second attempt.
This ball game today being broadcast on HBCU Go as well. Back down on the other end of the floor at the block. This is Walgren, got fouled, and she will be at the line shooting.
Abdur-Rahim fouled her from behind, and now Charles Abdur-Rahim has 3 personal fouls. So Coach Wester will more than likely get her out of the game and replace her with McElroy.
Actually, now is Sydney Thomas, the senior from Kennesaw, Georgia, at the line shooting for the Thoroughbreds as Abdur-Rahim takes a seat with the 3 fouls as you referenced, D. That's going to be a real big challenge for Coach Wester and the team coming back in the second half. With Boland starting that second half with 3 and Rahim with 3.
And 2 of your performers who've come off some really strong performances in both Brittany Boland and Abdur-Rahim. Abdur-Rahim with 20 points last time out against Benedict.
Thomas 1 of 2 from the line. Under a minute remains. Tuskegee trailing 39-20. Out front, Layton with the basketball. Trinity wants to work it right side, dribbling right there where those double teams occur. They jump at her out there. She's doubled there, and a good tie up there by the Thoroughbreds.
I got to tell you, Fenelon has done an extraordinary job all afternoon long of heckling the Golden Tiger guards. It's like every time you turn up, she's in front of you. If you're a forward, you bring the basketball down, she's there trying to tie you up. She's been all over the place this first half.
Earlier in the ballgame, you referenced transition with Layton coming down the floor, running it in the middle of the floor. They had good success there. But since then, they have been running to the sidelines, and that's where the problem's been. Trinity doubled out front, right side McElroy. A-Mac wanted the 3-point offering, couldn't get it off. 23 seconds left first half. Layton over to A-Mac left side. Manuel fighting for position and inside with a whistle there.
Yeah, Kayla Thompson is all over Jasmine Manuel. It's just the first personal on Kayla, but she was actually wearing manual. But smart play because you're not in the bonus as of now. Just the 14 foul on the Thoroughbreds in the quarter.
Entry pass, Malik, left side. Down at the block. Michaela all the way through, left the lay-in short. Basketball tapped around. Shelby tried to save it, but got over to Roberts. Alana got the lay-in left side, and she's fouled.
Roberts, excellent job in going inside, grabbing that, coming up with that steal, putting the ball right back up into the basket for 2.
They got Shelby with the foul down at the block. And Alana with a chance for a three-point play. Rattled it good.
Shelby's got 2, and after that three-point play, first points of the game by Layla Roberts, she's got 3.
Kelly Brown, the sophomore, out on the floor now for Tuskegee with 9.3 seconds left first half. 39-23, Thoroughbreds lead it. See if they try to get one off before the buzzer. That's Kerr in front of the iron on her shot. Rebound fought for, tie up in the corner, and that'll bring us to the end of first half action here from Chappie James. Tuskegee got a battle ahead of them. They trail it 39-23 to the number 1 team in the West, the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. We'll take a time out here. More basketball action coming your way on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I am Deborah Rogers, Deputy Chief Athletic Director, Tuskegee University, and you're watching the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
Hi, I'm Drayton Florence, 2023 SIAC Hall of Fame inductee. Thank you for watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee didn't start off as a big campus. It started off in a small shack in the back of a church. The focus was always to build the community up. We share in a culture together that it's kind of hard to explain. You gotta live it, you gotta enjoy it. It's the HBCU experience. It's nothing short than beautiful. So my name is Dia Hunter. I am an assistant professor of construction management here at Tuskegee. The students make the institution special. You're gonna deal with students that are brilliant, students who have a mind for construction. They bring diverse backgrounds, diverse ways of life. I love sharing this with students. I love giving them the tools that they need in order to be great at it.
Just because we're at HBCU doesn't mean our education is different. Don't get me wrong, we have different values and traditions and culture and things like that. So we're gonna have different outlooks, different understandings on things, and that makes for a better company is diverse minds. I am Kaylin Parham, a graduating senior construction science and management major, hailing from the Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama. And to be a part of Tuskegee University's construction science and management program is to be a part of history. In this field, I'm underrepresented. I'm a Black woman, so obviously it's not going to be a lot of people like me, and that's okay because we're still working for diversity, but the part that I would like to see more is the inclusion part. So yes, you have a Black girl here and an Asian guy there, but do they feel comfortable in this environment? Do they feel like they're actually a part of the team? Let's start with HBCUs and coming here and getting to know our students and our programs. You'll see that not only are we coming with the knowledge that you need us to have, but we also have some different perspectives you might not have.
We have to give back. Everybody counts or nobody counts, and that's got to be part of leadership. By Procore taking the lead on this scholarship program, and partnering with AGC as a Grand Slam home run. Well, I'm Bob Bowen, chairman and founder of Bowen Engineering. We can make a real difference in our industry, in our community, in our society. We're a better place to go than Tuskegee or the other HBCUs.
The Lifting the Veil of Ignorance statue represents Booker T. Washington telling all the slaves what they can be in the world. Today, I think the Lifting the Veil statue represents what we're showing the world. Hey, we got great students that can produce great work in all disciplines. HBCUs produce top students. My name is Dr. Shauna L. Rogers. I'm associate professor at Tuskegee University. Right now, diversity is what we need in this country. Specifically construction, we're running out of workers. The more that we are open to diversity, the more we're open to giving these students chances, it'll make everything better. Hey, we're here. It's 11 HBCUs that offer construction science, construction management. All 11 have great students. All 11 are well prepared. You just got to give them a chance.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
Hi, I'm Jordan Benson, the Sports Information Director at Tuskegee University, and you're watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
And we're back live here inside Chappie James at the intermission of the women's contest. Tuskegee trailing at 39-23 to the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. As we get set for second half action here in women's play, we turn our attention now to men's action coming up after this, and that means we're joined by head coach Vinci Taylor of the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. It's going to be a little different interview tonight. The band is back.
Yeah,
so
I know. That's
going to be a little different.
I was just talking to Eric, the producer. It's like, oh, let me know if you can hear us up here.
I'm so glad they're back, though. We talk a little louder or something. We figured out.
Well, we'll work that out.
That's good to hear them. It's good to hear them.
Good to get back to this segment of the season. Third home ball game for the Golden Tigers here as you get set to meet the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State, coming off that ball game against the Tigers of Benedict. They led in almost every category in terms of stats in that contest a few days ago. But what were some of the takeaways that you had from that ball game?
I mean, we just weren't ready to beat a team like that. They're eighth in the country for a reason. Very well coached, very talented. But most importantly, they got a lot of game minutes with them. They've been together 3 years, and they got, I want to say, 7 seniors maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
So, and they've all played a lot of minutes. They bring off the preseason player of the year. He comes off the bench for them.
Sure.
So, I mean, we just weren't ready. We got to we got to hopefully get ready. I hope to see them again, but we just weren't ready at this time, at this juncture to beat them. They're very good on the boards. We were even on the boards. We only turned it over 15 times. We got to the line 37 times. Once again, if we make our free throws, we have a shot at winning it, but we missed 17 free throws again.
Certainly glad to hear, as candid as you're being with regard to going up against a team like that. You have to be honest about that.
Yeah, you got to be honest. You can't lie to kids. You know, I'm very upfront with them. I said we have to play pretty much a flawless game to beat them, and we didn't come close to that. And they led from start to finish. We jumped out. We were ready to play. We jumped out, but they kept their composure, and we didn't, and we panicked a little bit on offense and defense. I mean, I'm not saying we're the best defensive team in the country, but they shot 54 from 2, 52 from 3, and 78 from the line. Yeah. So I mean, but I was glad that we didn't turn it over and that we competed with them on the glass. We just, execution-wise, we got to be better today in order to win this game today. We're going to have to be better execution-wise.
Yeah, you talk about today's ball game against the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Certainly probably a more manageable affair with them. They come in 6 in the West in the SIAC. What are you looking for from them, and what are you looking for particularly from your squad against Kentucky State?
They shoot the three well. I think they shoot over 25 threes a game. They're very confident group, very attack-oriented group. They play hard. They're well coached. They've been in a lot of close games as well, and we're going to have to play well in order to win every game here on out. We don't have a large margin for error. We can't just come out and lay an egg in different areas. We have to play well every night, and that's tough for a young team like this to do. But man, we're embracing the challenge, and we're going to continue to fight.
In that last ball game, we got a chance to Anthony back into the lineup.
Yes.
See a little bit of rust there in him, but how big is he going to be down the stretch for us for the remaining part of the season?
I just want him to stay healthy,
sure.
and if he can stay healthy, he has a chance to get better during games, but not only during games, during practice. He hasn't been able to practice. Freak injury twice in the same year is kind of crazy on the same hand. So we're just trying to keep him, and then we got to get Kevin healthy, and we got some other guys banged up as well. But we'll continue to. Next man up mentality. Julian Watson been playing well for us, and Austin Taylor's been playing well, and we just got to get some help off the bench, and we'll figure out a way.
Well, this afternoon you meet the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. What's going to be the key indicator for you early on as to where we are in terms of the ball game and if it's flowing the way that we want?
Well, I think if we're competing on the glass and if we're having an inside-out attack, I think early on that will kind of set the tone for us. And then defensively, if we're one unit out there, I'll be able to know that early. And then we got to do that for 40 minutes, and I got to do a better job of controlling the game in certain situations. And then we'll go from there.
Coach, we always appreciate you coming up, sharing.
Yes, I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and happy Founders Day to all the Deltas out there. Happy Founders Day.
There you go. Got a lot of them represented here in James this afternoon.
Yeah, a lot of red in here today.
Coach, best of luck. Talk to you after the ball game.
Appreciate you. Thank you now.
Coach Benji Taylor, as he gets set to meet the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Golden Tigers trying to go off a 3-11 mark to up their season mark. It'll be the third ball game in a 4-game home set here at Tuskegee. Just ahead, more women's basketball action on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Tuskegee trailing it at the break 39-23 to the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Stay with us. More basketball ahead.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Brown, Academic Advisor, Operation Manager, and you're watching the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
What does education mean when you choose the top HBCU in Alabama?
So one of the things that's been most valuable from my experience at Tuskegee is being able to face challenges head on. I can definitely say here I've learned how to be an advocate for myself, how to speak up, and how to present myself in ways that can help me get opportunities, that help me fix things that may not be right. And I think that's really just the best skill that I've learned here that I can take with me for the rest of my life.
Look forward to your bright future. Apply to Tuskegee University today.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
And we're back live inside Chappie James Center, 39-23, Tuskegee trailing the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Charles Ward alongside Dwayne Walker. And Walk, first 20 minutes of the basketball game, heavily in favor of the Thoroughbreds.
Yeah, and we see, Charles, as we look at our first half stats, a couple of points that jump out at you. The free throw shooting, 3 of 8, 37.5%. Not good enough, as well as those turnovers, Charles. 12 turnovers in the first half for the Golden Tigers compared to 4 by the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. And that's been the difference so far in the game.
Take a look at, you talk about the turnovers and the number of them. And it's funny, I was at intermission, I was taking a restroom break, and normally Coach Roby, Belinda Roby, the former coach of the Golden Tigers women's basketball program, always sits up there and alone just to our right. And she called me over and said, Charles, I've been around basketball a long time, and my team that won the championship was very, very aggressive on defense, but I have not seen anything like these Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State.
Oh, they've been smothering in that first half, Charles. We talked about the guard play where they're pressuring our guards each and every trip on the court, and as a result, it's spurning turnovers and fast breaks back the other way. Look at the story. The Thoroughbreds, Charles, have scored 14 points off of fast break points compared to our 2. So really a telling story there.
It's set for second half play. Tuskegee will inbound the basketball to get us going. McElroy, Boland, Bobbitt out on the floor, Manuel, and Michaela Malik, the 5 for Coach Wester.
Charles, I'm stunned to see Boland in the game here with 3 fouls to begin the second. I thought they were going to call her for a charge for dipping her shoulder into the Thoroughbred player.
But really speaks to the situation on the floor. They don't want this basketball game to get any further in terms of the difference in score, so you almost have to gamble and get her out there to make sure that if you can cut the lead, but don't want it to go any further north than where it is right now.
Well, Charles, it was at a 20-point clip at one point, 39-19.
Half-court set now for the Thoroughbreds. Grayson Kerr with it. Kerr finished with 12 points in that first 20 minutes of play. Down at the block they go. Working on the inside. Spinner inside. It's good by Walgren.
Wow, nifty move by Walgren, who scored 3 two-point baskets. Now she has 8 points overall in the game after that bucket.
First 2 of the second half for her. Tie up again. Boland with the basketball out front. Across the floor they go with it to Bobbitt. Bobbitt down to Malik. Michaela surveying, trying to get it inside to Jasmine. Got her there. She's doubled immediately. Good defensive work by the Thoroughbreds. As soon as they see that basketball headed in any direction, they are just on it. That time collapsing on the inside on Jasmine. Fortunately, Jasmine, actually it's going to be their basketball on a possession.
Alternating possession, Charles. But once again, the excellent point you made, the Thoroughbreds are jumping every pass. They're contesting every shot. They're contesting every entry pass. They are just swarming the Golden Tigers.
Kerr across the timeline now. Now Dilworth handles. And this is Thomas with the basketball. Now Dilworth with a hard push at the block. Double down there. Now get her for the travel violation. Turnover number 5 for the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State.
Manuel and McElroy cut off at the baseline as she was trying to work her way into the side of the basket. And she was cut off nicely by the Golden Tiger defenders.
Full court pressure now as Ariel tries to come across the timeline. Inside the timeline, got it over to Malik right side. McCabe's got the jumper right side, and she's good for Tuskegee.
Malik, the leading scorer in the first half for the Golden Tigers. She tacks on another 2. She's got 9 overall.
8:14 left in the third. Charles Ward, Dwayne Walker with the call. Kerr all the way through, reverse lay-in, blocked underneath by the cylinder. Basketball over to Bowling and Tuskegee. Brittany quickly across the timeline, feeds Malik right side. Michaela guilty of the travel.
Charles, it goes into the turnover category, and they're right at their average, Charles. So far this season, Golden Tigers averaging 16 turnovers a game, 16.2, and they're at 16 already.
Basketball over to the Thoroughbreds. Naja Finland, the grad student, out on the floor now for Coach Williams. Williams in her first year at Kentucky State. Right side, Dilworth all the way to the rack. Missed on the shot, but fought for inside position. Missed on the second opportunity. Now Manuel clears for Tuskegee. Up the floor, Bobbitt. Tried to leave it behind for Brittany. Brittany has to run it down in the corner. Now, entry pass inside. Jasmine can't handle the pass, but it goes across the floor to Bobbitt. Bobbitt pushes back to Brittany. Brittany free. Double B. Bingo for the Golden Tigers.
That would be 3 Bs. Brittany, Bowling, and bingo.
Oh, yeah. Need more of that from her. Her first three, or second three.
Second three,
yeah. Game, yeah.
She's got 8 overall, Charles.
Half court set for the Thoroughbreds. They take it away. Here comes Bobbitt all alone right side. Can she get to the rack soon enough? Finland challenges and good there by Bobbitt right side. She kept her concentration, and Finland at the end of that play perhaps better served just to let that one fall, but she commits the foul.
Well, listen, Bobbitt was fiddling, and she was fiddling, and Naja Finland trying to chase her down from behind, but she muscled through to make the basket. Try saying that 5 times real quick.
We'll just say that the basket's good, and she
There you go. There you go.
Finland with the foul down low. 7:06 left in the third. Tuskegee making a run here. They trail it now 41-30. Timeout on the floor. Back with more on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
The Utility Board of Tuskegee is a proud sponsor of Golden Tigers basketball and the Golden Tigers Sports Network. UBT puts the power in your hands to enjoy the things that matter most. Utility Board of Tuskegee, purpose, progress, people.
7:06 remains in the third period. 41-30 now. Tuskegee on a push here, Walker. Good job of defensive work coupled in with some better field goal shooting here.
Well, first thing you want to do, Charles, coming into the second half, yes, you know you're down upper double digits, right? And your goal is to try to get that lead to single digits before, preferably in halves, right? Sure. You have a 10-minute half. By the 5-point mark, you want to get it down to single digits, and then you kind of work from there. But these Golden Tigers are ahead of that progress thanks to some energized play by Sanae Bobbitt. So she's definitely stepping up at this point.
Golden Tigers 12 of 39 shooting. Thoroughbreds 15 of 38 at 39%. Tuskegee forcing a couple of early turnovers by the Thoroughbreds in the second half of play. Tuskegee 1 off of their season average of 16 at 15 at this point, Walk, but as you referenced, well in line to unfortunately hit that season average as we got a lot of basketball left. But Tuskegee right now cutting that deficit to 41-30. 7:06 left in the third. We'll see where we wind up near the 5-minute mark if it's under single digits.
Abdur-Rahim back into the game also, Charles, for the Golden Tigers. She has 3 fouls as well, along with Brittany Bowling. So they've got to play very carefully.
Bobbitt at the line. She was fouled by Fenelon after she got a lay-in right side. So trying to convert on a 3-point play here to take it to a 10-point deficit. Sanae dropped that one good from the line for Tuskegee. Lead now 41-31. She's got 4 points in the second half of play. See what Tuskegee does here in this half-court set. Jones inside the paint. Basketball tapped by McElroy, but in the corner to Fenelon. She missed on the shot. The long rebound, though, chased down by Jones. And comes over left side with the floater to the rack. The shot was off the mark by Jordan Isom. And basketball back to Tuskegee. Foul line extended. Euro step. Abdur-Rahim got the basket for Tuskegee.
Abdur-Rahim immediately comes into the game and makes an impact, getting on the board for the first time tonight.
Under 10 lead for Thoroughbreds. It's 41-33 now. They work a weave in a half-court set. Out front, Thomas with the basketball all the way to the rack and banked it home right side.
So, Charles, for Sydney Thomas, all of her points so far in the game were on free throws, but she nets that one from the field. She's got 5.
Abdur-Rahim at the timeline, right side. Leave off to Boland. Boland up top, McElroy. Ariel works it left side. Bounce pass over there to Bobbitt. Tried to get it inside, and they threw it away. Turnover. Number 16 gives the basketball back to the Thoroughbreds. Fenelon down at the block, way deep underneath. Shot was off the mark with the rebound. And they get another look, and out of bounds, though. Thoroughbreds had the positioning down low with Thomas. Thomas tried to flip that basketball back out front and threw it out of bounds.
Abdur-Rahim, she needed to show some restraint in not reaching in for that basketball. Instead, she walled up. Unfortunately, no foul was called.
Boland in the backcourt. Full court pressure by the Thoroughbreds now. Thomas guarding Brittany. Brittany sideline trapped over there. They walk right into that trap every time.
Yes, sir.
Abdur-Rahim right side, Euro step, tried to go underneath the defense, and Fenelon took it away on the inside.
Again, Fenelon all over the place.
Thomas right side for the Thoroughbreds at the block, underneath, challenged, and a whistle down low. They'll get Bobbitt for the foul.
Yes, they will. Albanese Carr, the referee, says that there was a hit on the play. Therefore, the Thoroughbreds will head to the line.
Team foul number 2 for the Golden Tigers in the second half of play with 5:11 remaining in the third.
Speaking of twos, Charles' second personal foul on Sinead Bobbitt, and she will head to the bench. She'll be replaced by Trinity Layton.
We talked about it at the break. Brittany Boland out on the floor playing with 3, and so is Samaya Abdur-Rahim, as Thomas missed on the first of 2 from the line. 5:11 remains in the third. Tuskegee trailing by 10. Second free throw is good by Thomas. Thoroughbreds jump immediately into full court pressure. Samaya Abdur-Rahim handles the basketball in the backcourt for Tuskegee. Comes across the timeline. Good job by her working it up the middle of the floor. Boland right side at the block. Roberts all the way through underneath. Missed on the shot. Rebound chased down by the Thoroughbreds. Across the floor, Kerr. Nice stutter step inside the paint. Tried to leave it inside and threw it right over to Trinity Layton. 2-on-2 basketball. Boland left side. Brittany to the rack, and she got the lay-in.
Boland running the basketball court as Layton comes up with that steal. And they head right back up the court. 2-on-1 break. Nicely executed for 2.
Trinity giving that basketball well out in front for Boland to have enough time to handle it and got the lay-in.
Boland, Charles, with 10 points tonight.
44-35. You score. Tom Jones inside the paint, turns to the glass, and she drew a foul on the inside. Elena Roberts on the defense for Tuskegee. They'll get her for the foul.
And Charles, I think there's going to be a media timeout with 4:21 to play. Charles, they've gotten to that magical number, single digits. The score 44-35 with 4:21 to play in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. You are listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jordan Benson, the Sports Information Director at Tuskegee University, and you're watching the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Hey, future business leader. Launch your success story at one of the nation's premier HBCUs. Learn cutting-edge practices and feed your entrepreneurial spirit. Tuskegee University. We get the business of business education. Home, where you hang out with friends, do homework, relax, explore, where you can be yourself. Come home to Tuskegee University. Get the education that changes lives. including your own.
Are you looking for education that leads to career success and something more? We are Tuskegee University, one of the nation's top-ranked HBCUs. We believe in education to fulfill your purpose. Here, you work hard because you dream harder. By pursuing your purpose, you will make a difference. Are you ready for something big? Let's get started.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
Play gets set to resume here inside the Chappie James. Erica Jones at the line shooting free throws for the Thoroughbred. She got the first of two, but Dwayne with 4:21 left in this third. The lead now back up to 10 for the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Golden Tigers trailed by as many as 16 coming into second half play. Pretty close to being on schedule to what you referenced, about halfway through this third, trying to cut that deficit in half. Just gave up a couple of free throws there to take it back up, but not far out of this basketball game at all.
Not at all. Erica Jones made both of those free throws, Charles, to jump the Thoroughbreds lead up to 11. But, Charles, just watch how the Thoroughbreds attack on defense. Here, full court pressure as the Golden Tigers will have a challenge in getting this basketball up past half court. They'll have 8 seconds to do it.
4:19 left in the third. Charles Ward, Dwayne Walker with the play call. Eric Tabor handling our production responsibilities remotely this afternoon. I think Eric's doing a lot better than he was last time we were here in Chappie James.
Oh, yeah.
Abdul Rahim, she's going to be fouled on a penetration right side. Get Finland, that is. That's her second.
Second, as you mentioned, Charles, on her third team foul in this third quarter of play, so 2 fouls away from the bonus as Trinity Layton will trigger the basketball in front of the Golden Tigers bench.
Just threw it right over to Kerr on the entry pass. Kerr challenges right side, and to boot, Layton's going to be hit with a foul, and they're going to add a technical to that as well.
Frustration foul, frustration turnover, frustration foul, frustration technical, and that's going to earn her significant time on the bench, Charles, I assure you.
4:04 left in the third. Just not the time for that at all. Can't determine when there actually is a good time for that, but certainly not here.
Never a good time for that, Charles. But as a freshman, she's going to have to learn. You can't compound a mistake on top of a mistake on top of a mistake.
I got the triple threat there. No doubt about it. That's exactly what happened. Now you got Kerr at the line earning 3 points from the free throw line. Got the first.
And Charles, keep in mind, she doubles up on fouls too, because that personal foul they called, and they call a technical foul, which also goes to that column as well.
She missed on the second. Got the third, and one more coming. Boy, talk about giving it away free. 3-point giveaway at the line. That trip And that'll really take the wind out of your sails when you're making a charge to come back into a basketball game.
Listen, Trinity Layton checked out of the game and tried to skedaddle down to the end of the bench.
Not happening.
Oh, no. Coach Chiante Wester reached out with that paw and said, come here, young lady.
Right.
In her ear.
Could be a 5-point swing here for the Thoroughbreds if they can convert on a field goal here. Jones right side to the glass, missed on the shot. McElroy clears backside for Tuskegee.
I know she didn't think she was just going to slide to the end of the bench with no conversation.
Oh,
I mean, come on.
You keep your head down and keep walking, right? Boland runs it down in a half-court set. McElroy over to Brittany. 14 to shoot. Tuskegee trailing at 49-35. Brittany on a move, got it to the rack and banked it home left side.
Well, strong move, Charles, as she relegated to the left side of the lane and punched that one in from about 10 feet away.
She's got 12 overall in the ball game now for Tuskegee. Fenelon on the weave, gives it over to Cantone. Now they try to dump it down low. They got it there to Jones. Jones straight to the rack and got the shot right side.
Wow, she got the visitor. She got the home roll on that one, Charles. And she got that ball to go into the basket for 6 points now.
Well, you get this feeling that Coach Williams is recognizing that they are stronger on the inside, as a shot at the corner was rejected there by Jones. So they have been working exclusively to Jones down at the block last couple of trips down the floor. Let's see if they can go back in there. Kerr down at the block left side, floater to the glass. And that one's off the mark by Thomas, but a whistle down low.
Fouls number 2, Alana Roberts, second personal.
Roberts has 2 now, as we hear from Paul, our PA announcer.
Paul Carney, staple here at Tuskegee University.
And listen, more important than that, Charles, he's just a terrific guy.
No doubt about it.
Great guy.
Absolutely. Just the first time I remember coming here to do a ball game, just a full embrace from that point on.
Oh, yeah. And those dulcet tones, man. He's got a set of pipes to die for.
Hate to be his child growing up. Well, you hear that voice, you just stop right there in your tracks.
Oh,
right?
yeah. You already know.
Yeah. Thomas got the first of 2 from the line. And got the second as well.
So, Charles, she's made a boatload of free throws so far in this game. That's the 6th converted free throw by Miss Thomas.
Indeed, you're right. Got 8 points total in the ball game. 53-37, Thoroughbreds with the lead. McElroy down in the corner, Leak tied up and got a whistle there.
Yeah, they're going to nail Erica Jones on the reach in, and that's going to be the second personal foul on Erica Jones. We should be that's just the 3rd team foul in the quarter. But, Charles, the play from Kentucky State, they're going to try to sucker the Golden Tigers players into getting that ball. As soon as they come over half court, they're going to immediately double team the ball handler. That's going to be automatic. So we'll see this next possession if that is true.
Boland, right side to inbound it. In traffic in the corner, got it there to Michaela. And she's doubled immediately now. Back to Boland. Boland with space, missed on the jump shot. Malik chases it down, but threw it right over the Kerr. Kerr up the floor for the Thoroughbreds now. Runs it right side, now pushes down in the corner. And they almost throw it away, but Shelby runs it down out front. And we run down to 2:10 left in the third. Tuskegee trailing at 53-37.
Charles, need to stop here.
Shelby at the block, pushes back out front. Out front for 3. That one's off the mark by Dilworth. Basketball down at the block, and it went off of Tuskegee down low.
All right, so Charles, they will still have a possession with 5. Oh, Charles, they reset that shot clock to 20. It shouldn't be reset. It should go back to 7, and they finally switch it up. So they've got 7 seconds to get a shot off.
1:59 left in the third. All I know is I see Christina Walker on your phone. Hey, Christina, happy belated birthday. Thomas got a basket on the inside for the Thoroughbreds to extend their lead. 56-37, half-court set down at the block. Jasmine fights for position left side, and she's fouled by Erica Jones at the block.
And there they go once again, Charles. They are double teaming at the point of attack. They're double teaming the next pass. They have just made it a priority, Charles, to just suffocate
Good word.
the Golden Tigers at every opportunity.
That's exactly what's been happening all basketball game long. Very aggressive defense by the Thoroughbreds and paying a lot of dividends for them. Just finishing up that conversation with Coach Roby. She said that this team is number one in the West, and they are number one for very good reason.
Yes. And they're a smart ball club too, Charles. Like they play the IQ game as well.
A minute 39 left. A lot of that credit for the solidness of this Thoroughbreds basketball program really goes to former coach Terrence Slater, who is building that program for so many years, always an annual contender to win that SIAC title, but really has left his stamp on this program as Coach Williams has taken over as head coach now. But this team very, very solid. Number 6 in the division. Jones back out. Kerr for 3. Battled. That one went down in the cylinder for that one. Popped out. Abdul Rahim takes advantage of it. Runs the floor left side. Samaya all the way through to the glass. Missed on the shot though. Trailed it right down to the glass. Couldn't get it to fall.
Did everything but make the basket.
Thompson got the rebound over to Kerr. And Kerr did everything and made the basket.
Kerr said, I'll show you how to do it.
This is the finish.
Right.
Got her with 5 in the second half of play, along with 12 in the first. Jumper from out front, McElroy. That one's out of bounds. And it'll go over to the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State.
Under a minute to play now, Charles. 51.3 seconds. 15-point lead by the Thoroughbreds. They led by 16 at half. The Golden Tigers did a nice job of getting the game into single digits, but one lapse moment.
Sure.
One lapse moment. The Thoroughbreds were able to shoot 2 free throws as well as a technical foul and get the ball in the same sequence.
Yeah, picked up 3 additional points that trip down the floor. Out front with the basketball, this is Carruthers with a jumper. She missed. Right side with the rebound, Thompson, and she's there for a putback.
Erica Jones. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Thompson's correction. I thought that was, who was that, Charles? That was Kayla Thompson. Forgive me, first time on the board for her. That was a junk basket, Charles. Not a garbage basket, but, it was an errant shot off the backboard, and she cleaned it up, a cleanup basket, if you will.
Cleanup woman.
Yes, sir.
Foul called down on the other end of the floor on Carruthers for the Thoroughbreds. Brittany Boland to the line to shoot for Tuskegee. 13.5 left here in the third. Brittany with the first free throw. Spinner is good.
Wait. It's a 20-21. Is that right?
Not quite.
21? Wow.
Boland good for the second of 2.
Child, something don't seem right with that score. So we'll double check that.
Floater back the other way. 60-40 the score now with 6 seconds left. You were on it.
Let me just see if let me go to the. Let me see what I can find out here.
Boland trying to get it up before the buzzer. Got it free. Missed on the jumper though. So we've come to the end of 3 here at Chappie James, and Tuskegee, although battling to cut the lead inside of double digits at one point here in the third, as this quarter rings its way through, the lead now back up to 20 for the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. They lead at 60-40 over the Golden Tigers. Fourth quarter period action coming your way on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
Hi, Tuskegee fans. I'm Gerald Long, General Manager of the Utilities Board of Tuskegee. Thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Go Tigers!
Hi, Tuskegee fans. I'm Anthony Holloman, Commissioner of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. And thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
It's a great day for the Tuskegee University Golden Tigers to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind. It's crucial that we take steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccinations, including COVID-19 and flu. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Charles, these Golden Tigers need to get back on track, on routine. They need to come out here and activate this fourth quarter shot. Unfamiliar territory right here. Seeing the Golden Tigers down by 20 with a quarter to play. And listen, let's not get it twisted. They can come back. This is a team, they're a fourth quarter team. I'm anxious to see how they respond to this situation down 20.
Fourth period action underway. Cantone handles for the Thoroughbreds over to Shelby. Nice step by her left side to walk right defense of them. And Kelly commits the foul trying to catch up on the play.
Caught Kylie out of position off to the side of Shelby, who was going towards the basket. And Shelby just did enough to lead in to cause that foul to occur, and she'll step to the free throw line.
Missed on that first free throw. Shelby, 3 points in the first half of play, looking for her first points of the second half. Missed on that first free throw.
Came in 2 of 2 from the line. Oh, correction. Oh. Make that 11 of 13 on the season.
1 of 2 that trip from the line to extend the Thoroughbred lead to 61-40.
Sometimes, Charles, when you look at the stats, they have them broken up for whatever reason. They'll have multiple players named a couple times on the sheet.
Yep, sometimes that's the case. Don't you hate it when you have to go do the homework on that to get them all totaled up? Abdur Rahim got a basket left side.
I don't want to work.
Yeah. I was looking last night getting set for the men's ball game, and of note for the men's side, Christian Whitmore on the men's side. He's listed 4 different times.
Yeah.
And the way these stat packages work, if you're not familiar with them, is that whatever entry you put in as it relates to the name, it's there. If it's different than what you used before, the convention won't pick it up. It'll just assign it as a different player.
Too bad.
Yeah.
That's AI for you.
As Abdur Rahim caps the 3-point play with the free throw.
5 points for Abdur Rahim tonight, Charles.
Yeah, when I see that with Walker, when I'm working tonight, I'll say, well, I'll just save that one for last.
Right.
Half court set for Kerr. People may not know what we're talking about, but this is inside broadcaster stuff. Kerr, right side on a weave. Now to Cantone, 10 to shoot here for the Thoroughbreds. Cantone gives it over to Fenelon. Now Shelby, right side, 4 to shoot. Nice lead behind on the inside and a whistle. Going back the other way,
3-second
violation. Wogan standing in that paint, waiting on the pass.
Oh, what a shovel pass there by Shelby. That was awesome.
Yeah, that almost worked to perfection for them.
Charles, even though the Golden Tigers are down 18, same premise. You want to get it to single digits by the 5-minute mark. That should be the goal here.
Abdur Rahim trying to avoid that trap. Now works it down in the corner, pushes back out front to Brittany. Boland looking for a screen. Callie sets that for her. Across the floor to get her for the travel.
You know what caused that travel?
It was hand.
Yeah, and Grayson Kerr playing all up on her, not giving her any breathing room whatsoever.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's talk about that extra hand. That's exactly what happened. She's right there in a mug. And just forced a foul on extended. Cantone knocks it down for the Thoroughbreds.
Second field goal on the afternoon for her. She's got 4. One in the first half, one now here in the second half.
Abdul Rahim, Tuskegee trailing by 20. Malik, 3. Rainbow missed on the shot, though. Rebound, fought for, chased down, and a whistle in the backcourt. They'll
Excellent
get
call.
Walgren there.
Yes, Walgren is saying, who, me? Yes,
Yeah,
young lady,
yeah, sure.
held Roberts from grabbing the basketball, and she gets a little wry smile right there because she knows she's guilty.
Even Carey threw a right send you up.
Carey stood there, hey, right.
Nothing doing here. Talking about Carey, just glad to have him here at Tuskegee, here with you today, visiting.
Yes.
He's one of your best friends. Glad to have him come here to Tuskegee.
And from Nashville, Tennessee, getting a taste of this HBCU experience.
Curve, left side, and she draws a foul. Headed to the rack. Missed on a shot, but she'll be at the line shooting as Roberts tries to catch up. And Anana picks up her third.
63-53. Now it's a 20-point game as it was to begin this quarter. Same situation, Charles. You want to try to chisel it down to single digits in the next 3 minutes, 15 seconds.
Got Kerr at 17. Can you check me on that walk, see where you have her in the ballgame? Now
Sure,
18
I
after
can,
that free throw.
Charles. I certainly can. I had her with 12 in the first half, 14, 15, 16. I've got her with 18 points, Charles. How about you?
I had her 17, but 18 now on that one, but we'll defer to you.
No, by all means, Charles. You take it. You take it. It's all about you.
Right.
I'm just a wall ornament, Charles.
Really? Well, you're stepping up. Abdul Rahim across the timeline right side. Tried to leave it behind, and Boland took a real hard shot there. Going after that basketball was Dilworth defensively for the Thoroughbreds, and they'll get her for the foul.
Yeah, but again, Charles, notice that strategy. Watch on this inbound pass. When the guard gets it, whoever gets it, watch the double team come right away from behind. Let's watch.
Out front, Michaela Malik. Here they come trying to get to her. They'll give it over to Brittany instead. She's out front, guarded by Thomas. Hard push. Samaya on the move, left side. Samaya, left-hand side, missed on the jumper. Rebound, Roberts, backside, and she got the lay-in.
Roberts, she used her body to shield off the defender to get the rebound and the basket. Nicely done.
7:40 left in the ball game. Kerr down in the corner. Now back out front on the move is Thomas. Thoroughbreds by 20. Fenelon, left side. Shelby to the right side with a lay-in.
Fenelon just dropped that pass off to Shelby for an easy two underneath the basket. 22-point lead, largest lead of the game so far for the Thoroughbreds.
Thoroughbreds leading in. Tuskegee just have not been able to find an answer. Had a run there in the third, but the Thoroughbreds able to withstand that, and they pushed their lead back up now to 67-45.
Thanks mostly to a mental mistake. I hate to harp on it, but again, during the course of the game, you have to think about your actions.
Dilworth fires a three in the corner. She missed on the shot. Roberts had it, but lost it over to Dilworth, and now we got a blocking foul down at the block.
I'll take that one, Charles. I'm sorry about that, Charles. Roberts was on the ground defenseless, but if she had not fouled, the Thoroughbred offensive player would have had an easy line to the basket. It would have been an easy two. So I can accept that foul on that play to stall that play out.
Roberts picks up her fourth. And Kerr to inbound it as Jara Jang comes out on the floor now for the Golden Tigers.
First time seeing her tonight, this afternoon, Charles.
Freshman from Herndon, Virginia. Kerr to inbound it with 7:17 remaining. Tuskegee in jeopardy of their three-game win streak, pausing here. Jump shot rattled good by Thomas on an entry pass from Kerr.
Thomas now heating up, Charles. We talked about her 6 made free throws. You can add a couple of field goals as well as a three-point basket.
Jang up top, Boland free for three. Double B knocks down a triple.
Boland, speaking of threes, 3 3-point baskets for her this afternoon.
69-48, 6:49 remaining. Couple of stops Tuskegee is really in need of right here. Up top, got a whistle there. They'll get one there on the travel violation by Thomas. Jordan Isom, the sophomore, out on the floor now for Coach Williams. She'll replace Fenelon on the floor for the Thoroughbreds.
Charles, what a different a game makes. The last time these two teams met, we talked about how Tuskegee won it 68-57 at the SIAC Championships. Brittany Boland could only manage to score 4 points in that one. She's got 17 points today.
Run out, back the other way. Dilworth missed on the shot. Michaela Malik has it in the backcourt for Tuskegee. Over to Abdur Rahim. Samaya coming across the timeline. Samaya left side, now down the block. Jang right side. Jara got the lay in for the Golden Tigers.
Perfect timing for Abdur Rahim to let the basket off to Jang, and Jang went right up with the ball off the backboard. Textbook there.
Back the other way, Shelby. Ooh. Jang down at the block defending. They'll get her for the foul. So Shelby back to the free throw line.
Number 15,
Jara Jang contested that shot that was going up. She kind of laid back and kind of dared her to shoot the basketball over her. But there was a foul call.
Shelby to shoot. And missed on the first of two.
Shelby's missed some free throws so far this afternoon. 19-point game.
See if the Golden Tigers have another run in them here, Walker, with 6:01 left. Got it to single digits midway through the third as Shelby missed on the second, but the basketball, nobody covered it and came right back out the curve for another look for the Thoroughbreds.
No one was, everyone has to be accounted for to box out, Charles, and everyone was not boxed out.
Kerr inside the paint over Abdur Rahim. Sprinter falls good for Kerr.
Wow. Now that's unfortunate right there, Charles. That's a giveaway. That's a giveaway of a possession right there because it's textbook, Charles. You have to box out. And I got to tell you, that's a rarity for this Golden Tigers team. You haven't seen a lot where they haven't boxed out, where the other team has captured an offensive rebound.
Good call on that. Basketball to Tuskegee, but they will face full court pressure as they have all game long against this Thoroughbreds defense. Samaya with the basketball across the timeline now, pushes all the way through right side in traffic. And a blocking foul called down inside the paint.
Okay, Charles, that's the 14th foul. And they're going to say that she was shooting on that. Wow, okay.
Kayla Thompson guilty of a foul there for the Thoroughbreds. That's her second.
Charles, I'm kind of surprised they called that as a shooting foul because I thought they stopped her up near the free throw line with the contact. But fortunately for the Golden Tigers, Abdur Rahim to the step to the free throw line with an opportunity to cut 2 points off of this 21-point Thoroughbred lead.
Samaya, soft touch, but missed on the first free throw. Samaya coming off that 20-point non-rebound effort against the Lady Tigers of Benedict to give Tuskegee its third win in a row.
Taking a little extra time at the free throw, a little disgusted at missing that first attempt, Charles.
Samaya, same thing on the second. Nothing wrong with the form, just wouldn't stay down for her on either. Thoroughbreds with the basketball. Cantone across the timeline. Tuskegee going to have to start stepping things up defensively. We're down to 5:20 remaining. Have to take a lot more chances in this basketball game. Shelby up top, works it to Kerr. Kerr back to Thompson. Now Shelby for three, front of the iron. Rebound, Michaela Malik. Out to Brittany Boland. Brittany, middle of the floor. Left side, Samaya. Abdur Rahim all the way through to the glass, and nicely done by Samaya. That floater is her specialty.
Yes. Wise decision to attack the basket on that play. Got it to fall down.
Under 5 left now in the basketball game. 71-52. Thoroughbreds lead it with the basketball there under the floor. Kerr over to Cantone. On a weave now. They work it back to Kerr at the block. She's tied up there. Nice wraparound pass to Shelby. Back to Kerr. Pushes a three. Missed on the shot. Rebound, Samaya. 4:27 left. Samaya quickly to Boland. Brittany squares. Thought a three. Instead gives it to Malik. Michaela thought three. Now back to Brittany. They're trying to get it to Jara at the block if they can. Bounce pass inside on Shelby. Jara to the rack. Got too far under the cylinder. Missed on the shot.
Thought she was fouled, Charles. She put her hands out wide. Thought there was some contact on that one.
So Tuskegee missed the scoring opportunity that trip down the floor. Shelby, entry pass inside Thompson. Now she'll try to return the favor, and Jang got a block on her.
First of the year for her.
Brittany quickly up the floor now. Slides all the way through right side. They left her alone. Quick jump shot there. Hit the back of the iron, though. 2 trips down the floor. Tuskegee missed on field goal opportunities. 3:39 remaining. Kerr on the give to Cantone. Curious to see what Tuskegee's field goal percentages look like at this point. Thompson to the rack, left side. She missed there. Rebound, Kerr. Kerr, floater to the glass and banked it from out front.
That Kerr can play, Charles. I concur with
no
what
doubt.
you said earlier. She is dynamic.
Yes, sir. You have to be in agreement with that.
23 points unofficially at this point, Charles, for Kerr. Leading scorer in the SIAC.
Lead back up to 21 for the Thoroughbreds with 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Samaya looking for a screen from Jara Jang. She'll get it, work it left side, whistles at the baseline.
All right, so they're pointing at Abdur Rahim, so she should be the shooter as we come up on a break. An official's timeout with 2:56 to play, with the Golden Tigers trailing by a score of 73-52 to the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. Let's take timeout on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, this is the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
I'm Reginald Ruffin, your Director of Athletics, and you are watching the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
STEM careers are one of the fastest growing fields, yet women of color comprise less than 10% of the workforce within these high-paying jobs. Tuskegee University is changing this. In 2018, we were awarded a grant from the National Science Foundation to develop computer science career awareness for young African American women. In 2019, we established the Campaign for Leadership and Excellence Scholarship. It provides future female engineers with financial support to pursue their educational goals. Today, Tuskegee continues to educate African American women in STEM fields, empowering them to pursue their chosen careers and providing the foundation they need to transform science, medicine, and technology. If a STEM career is in your future, explore what Tuskegee can offer you.
Tuskegee University's founder, Booker T. Washington, said, "Excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way." At many universities, big classes are common. Not at Tuskegee. We have small classes with a 14-to-1 average student-to-teacher ratio. This formula for excellence ensures individualized attention. You get to know your professors, and they get to know you well enough to recommend you for internships, research, graduate programs, and job opportunities. Small classes, big impact. It's all part of educational excellence at Tuskegee University.
From us at the Tuskegee University Bookstore, thank you for listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Shop exclusive TU gear in-store or online at TuskegeeUniversityShop.com. Go Tigers!
2:56 remaining in this basketball game. Tuskegee trailing at 73-52. Walk, as we take a look at some of the numbers on the screen. Tuskegee only at 34%, rounding it up from the floor, 20 of 59. Indicative of what they've had here the last couple trips down the floor. Some scoring opportunities, but have not been able to convert on baskets.
No, they have it, especially from the free throw line, 8 of 16, Samaya Abdur-Rahim. But look at the turnover story. Much improved, however, Charles, in the second half. They had 14 in the first half, 5 in the second half so far, with 2:56 to play.
For the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State, behind the arc, 4 of 19, from the floor at 40%, 25 of 62 in their shooting in this basketball game. As Samaya rattled that free throw and just cannot get it to stay down for her.
Missed the last 4, Charles, from the line.
And that's indicative of where we still are on the scoreboard. 73-52. Thoroughbreds on their way to their 12th win with 2:40 remaining. Down at the block, Dilworth had it tapped away. Good defensive work down low by Tuskegee. Our correction, that was Isom who missed on that shot. McElroy fires a three-pointer and drains it out front for Tuskegee.
All right, Ariel McElroy, first three-point basket tonight for her, or this afternoon, I should say.
First points in the second half of the contest.
5 for her overall.
Kerr out front. Down at the block, easy basket there by Jones.
Erica Jones just chiseling away here. 8 points overall in the game, and now we have a whistle on the floor. And we're going to have some free throws.
It'll be Tuskegee shooting them. They call the foul on Fenelon.
Charles, that might be 5 for her. Oh, no, they're saying it's a third personal correction.
That'll track that 3 also, yeah. So 2:02 remaining. And Samaya back to the line, Walker, to see if she can't knock down a couple here to register a couple of made free throws.
All right, let's help her here with some silence. Charles, ready? Silence.
Okay, that worked.
Yep, there it is. All right.
Let's do it again.
Let's try 2 for 2 on this one. Silencers in place.
That's all it took, Walt. Come on,
Sir.
you're so late in the game on
2
that.
converted free throws. I should have invoked it earlier. You're right, Charles.
She got them both. We're at 2 minutes remaining. 75-57. Thoroughbreds with the lead. Up the floor, Kerr. She'll kill some time by coming out. How wise is that?
It was deliberate.
Sure.
She's like, you thought I was going to go to the basket, but I'm not. I'm going to bring it back out.
No, right?
Right.
Shelby, left corner. Lost her dribble. Turns on the jumper. Air ball. Boland clears for Tuskegee. Up the floor, Samaya, left side. Abdul Rahim. There she is with the floater inside. It stays down for Samaya.
That is her favorite move. She's deadly inside the lane with that floater, Charles. Double digits for Samaya Abdul Rahim.
Remaining 75-59. Thoroughbreds with the basketball and the lead. Shelby pops out for the basketball. The lead follows her there.
Shelby likes getting hers, Charles. you see where Kerr's trying to bring the basketball out to use time to chisel away the clock. Shelby's like, nah.
I don't think so.
Nah, I'm getting ready to take this ball to the basket.
Right.
But no offense, but that's kind of like the difference in mentality. You follow what I'm saying? When you talk about basketball IQ, you're up 75-59, you're up 16 points. And the point now is to drain the clock by not rushing shots and giving the other team, in this case the Golden Tigers, opportunities to score.
Shelby, a freshman from Evansville, Indiana.
Oh, well, there it is right there. I mean, that's all you had to say right there.
Sure. Logic be damned, right?
Right.
Got that first free throw.
Made both of them, Charles. With 1:07 now to play.
At the mid-stripe, Brown across the floor to Samaya Abdul-Rahim. Samaya lost it momentarily, and it's loose on the floor. Truckles right over to Shelby and the Thoroughbreds. Leading too far down the floor, trying to get it to Carruthers. The pass out of bounds.
Again, the fresh and Jalen Shelby with the basketball trying to, Okay, Fenelon gets up, and she pounds the hardwood in frustration, but she gives a thumbs up, which means she's okay. And she's going to stand there. This young lady's a fighter, Charles.
Yeah. Good ball game for her for the Thoroughbreds. 4 points in terms of scoring, but a lot of good defensive work by Fenelon for the Thoroughbreds in this ball game. Brown out front across the floor to McElroy. Now Jang foul on extended over to Roberts. Less than a minute remaining. Brown inside the paint. Shot partially rejected or fully rejected by Thompson on the inside.
Yeah.
Got more than that, though. She fouled.
Yeah, it's going to be second foul on Thompson. Correct that. Third personal on her. Brown will step to the free throw line. Unfamiliar territory for Miss Brown.
Looking for her first points of the ball game.
Charles' first free throw attempts on the year for Brown right here.
Okay. Missed on the first.
Because I was talking through her free throw attempts. So, Charles, silencers in place, please, on this second attempt.
All right, everybody click your button. And you can come off silent now. She missed them both.
Okay.
Back the other way, Thoroughbreds with the basketball. Headed toward their 12th win of the season. It'll be the third win in a row after coming back the second half of the campaign.
Charles, I got to tell you, I've been really impressed by this performance by the Kentucky State Thoroughbreds.
Fenelon trying to pop a three-pointer there before the shot clock. Up to McElroy. Final play of the ball game. Abdul Rahim challenges Shelby Brown. Or Shelby at the block. Missed on the shot. And that is where this one will finish up. Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State with an impressive performance here inside Chappie James. They defeat the Golden Tigers 77-59 in women's action. So Tuskegee falls to 8-4 overall and 5-3 in SIAC play. And the number one team in the West, they just keep rolling along. They are 12-2 now and still undefeated in SIAC play. They go to 8-0 after the win here over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee.
Real quick, Charles, that first game in the books. Let's take a look at the stats. Tuskegee, 45.5% for the free throw line, 35.5% from two-point field goal range, 29.4% from three. Look at the rebounding story, dead even at 29 and 16 for a total of 45 apiece. 12 assists for the Golden Tigers. Look at that mark, 20 turnovers, although they improved in the second half of play. Give them credit for that. Fast break points after being outgunned 14-2 in the first half. Tuskegee, the one that bounced back, outscoring Kentucky State by a margin of 14-4 in the second half. So there was some improvement in the second half, but bottom line, Tuskegee takes an L, and they'll look to bounce back. They've won 2 out of 3 on this 4-game homestand.
And yeah, you reference that. And we talk about this ball game. You can't dial it down to just one play, but there was certainly a big momentum swing when Trinity Layton turned that basketball over, committed a foul, and then that got those extra points for the Thoroughbreds to start that run in the third period.
Well, she made a turnover, committed a foul, and then drew a technical foul. So technically, 3 errors that kind of stymied the progress of the Golden Tigers in the second half. But like you said, Charles, you can't just limit it to one play or one sequence of plays. The bottom line is this: it's a team effort, and unfortunately, the Tuskegee Golden Tigers came up a little short this afternoon.
So the Golden Tigers fall to 8-4, and they'll look to rebound on Monday night when the Lady Marauders of Central State come here inside Chappie James. Meanwhile, inside the arena, we turn our attention to men's basketball. It'll be the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee getting set to meet the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. Also want to remind you that on Monday, the ball games have been moved up on the schedule because it's the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, and those ball games slated to start at 1 o'clock with women's action and men's action to follow. Of course, we'll have all the coverage for you here on the Golden Tiger Sports Network with video and audio coverage. The only reason we're doing audio today is because we are hosting HBCU Go as they handle the broadcast nationwide. But more men's action ahead here from Chappie James. Tuskegee 3-11 trying to enhance their mark over the Thoroughbreds of Kentucky State. We'll get you set for that ball game momentarily. Stay with us on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Tuskegee fans, thank you for listening to the Golden Tigers Sports Network.